Hi everyone, hope you are doing well from whenever you're watching this channel, depending on your time zone. Now, yesterday, we saw a group of governors from Mount Kenya region coming to make noise. They were literally crying that they can no longer run the county governments because they have missed funding for the past 4 months. I was wondering, these are governors who are elected on the ruling party, Kenya Kwanza, the UDA party. They are coming out to make noise in public. And surprising, the person who needs to speak on their behalf and face the government of Anwai Guru was literally also just crying helplessly. It is now clear that they can no longer run county governments, and that means they have been pushed to a corner. And now they are just coming to the media to air out their grievances. Because these are governors who expect either to make a phone call direct to William Ruto or to Gachagua. And actually Gachagua is the one whose office has been is also in charge of meeting with the governors, IBEC, in terms of the budget and all those. So that's the person they need to approach as far as this issue is concerned. This one to me confirms that the Kenya Kwanza government has totally failed. Because once you start seeing those who are in the government start crying, what do you expect those who are not elected on this ruling party to say? First of all, just listen to this governor, and then from here, I will take you to the response from Gachagua, which seemingly confirms that they are showing no goodwill, no any hope Gachagua is showing as far as the issue of county governments is concerned.
I would take this opportunity to urge the National Treasury. I understand that they are constrained. But even as they pay salaries of civil servants at the national level, we are urging the National Treasury to remember and consider that county governments also employ civil servants.
Our economy is not really promising, and therefore the little which is there should proper prioritization should be done so that the counties can also move.
Why has this question persisted that we don't see development at counties? And for example, what both the chair and the Governor Nyeri have said, we are 4 disbursements behind schedule. For example, in Kiambu, I've not received about 4 billion.
Every month you have to pay salaries, you have to buy drugs, you have to keep your vehicles running. As a matter of fact, some of us are grounding some vehicles.
The National Treasury should be an independent arbiter, as opposed to where we see it now leaning too much towards the national government.
We are also urging government agencies like COB, who normally put our names and on papers, on idea that you have not absorbed money. What are we expected to do when 4 disbursements have not been given? Just a month is remaining to the end of the financial year.
Now, before these governors come out to make this noise, Gachagua had already responded to these governors that they don't have money. If governors think that they have money, they can remove their trousers, they beat their buttocks, and the money will not come. He was arrogant but clear. That statement was very strong. If governors took it lightly, then it is time to take it serious. Gachagua was very clear. They don't have money, they will give no any money. So this tells you that this government is determined to frustrate and kill devolution. Listen to the Gachagua's response, then from here we are going to conclude this discussion.
So, if you want to hang us, we are helpless. If you want to remove our trousers and whip us on the buttock, go ahead. We don't have the money. Na sisi ni watu ya kuongea ukweli. What we don't want to do is to cheat governors that will give the money that we don't have.
Now we are continuing with the panel discussion, but just a quick request for those who are watching and you're not subscribed, please consider subscribing. To our returning subscribers, I must say thank you so much. And again, to all our viewers, please give this video a thumbs up. Thank you so much, and back to this discussion. Now, first thing for me, I am convinced that governors made a big mistake for electing someone from the government side. After listening to Anne Waiguru very clear, it was a huge mistake to elect her as the chair of COG. Because we expected someone who can stand in gap, just like the former Bomet governor, Isaac Ruto, a man who can stop being a government spokesperson and speak for the governors, face off the president, face off the national government, and tell them the truth. Isaac Ruto was the best COG chair. I was expecting to have someone like the former Kakamega governor, Wycliffe Ombetha Oparanya. Now that one was coming from the opposition side. Oparanya would face the national government directly and tell them the truth. Oparanya would organize for demonstrations of governors to march to Treasury and any other office in solidarity with the senators to ask for their rightful share. Anne Waiguru cannot fit the shoes of Oparanya nor Isaac Ruto. We were expecting to have someone like the former, is it Turkana governor, Nanok. Nanok would face Uhuru Kenyatta with the truth. And he never smiled at these people when he was addressing them on issues to do with the county government. He's a man who will speak his mind during his time. Anne Waiguru can never fit any of these individuals I have mentioned. So it is now clear that Ruto was strategically positioning Anne Waiguru to that place, a person he knew that she cannot address him or fit in the shoes of the governors I've mentioned. So he wanted a person who will be just a flower girl, and indeed she is. You see, she's helpless. She should have already organized the governors to start their own demonstration. They must protest against this regime. Because you cannot go for 4 months without any single disbursement. That means county governments are totally dry. Tell me how you will get medicine in the hospitals now. Ruto is not aware that healthcare is devolved. You cannot buy medicine. You cannot pay for health staff. So tell me about the health of this country. And these governors are crying helplessly. Walipigia Ruto na Gachagua kura, na waliambiwa ya kwamba if we have individuals who will frustrate devolution, it is this team. 6 months in the office, it is clear, crystal clear, that they have every intention to destroy devolution. And you can see. So those who have started crying are the people who have been elected in that ruling party. They're crying helplessly. Kwa nini Kimani Ichung'wah asichukue tu simu apigie Gachagua amwambie tunataka pesa? Kwa nini Anne Waiguru asichukue tu simu apigie Ruto amwambie we are in government, tupeeni pesa? Sasa they are coming to cry. It means they have been told no, and you can get it clear from Gachagua's statement. It shows no any goodwill. That is where we are. In as much all this is happening, we have seen the appetite of the executive when it comes to spending. They had a 12-month budget, they squandered it in 6 months. They asked for another supplementary budget equal to what was going to run for 12 months. And that budget will be approved. They will have it. Yet, governors cannot fuel their vehicles. The operation in counties have been jeopardized. We have seen Ruto having several trips outside. He's going with a huge team. When you're supposed to go with 10 people, it is multiplied. And David indeed said it. Where he's supposed to go with 10 people, that number is tripled. It turned 30. They are spending resources when county government cannot even afford medicine. So the manner in which William Ruto has been spending confirms to you that there is money. The manner in which Gachagua has been spending confirms to you that there is money. They are asking for new vehicles. Ile magari yenye Uhuru alikuwa anatumiwa, kwa nini Ruto asitumie kwa saizi kama hakuna pesa? Na ile magari yenye William Ruto alikuwa anatumia akiwa deputy president, kwa nini Gachagua asitumie kwa saizi kwa sababu hakuna pesa? Because if there is a need to have a car, then it is just his car. Then the other convoy of vehicles zikuwa ni zile zenye Ruto alikuwa anatumia. The only office that needed new vehicles is this new office of Musalia Mudavadi, the Prime Cabinet Secretary, because there was no such kind of an office in this country. But now, Ruto, Gachagua, Mudavadi have new budget for the new vehicles. But we cannot fund county governments. So staff, no salary. Watu wamekaa miezi 4 hawana mshahara. What do you expect? Wanakula mawe. So it means the county government will not run. And Gachagua has told us, mkitaka mwatoe nguo mwapige viboko, lakini hakuna pesa. No goodwill. So, Waiguru, Moses Kiaria, badilisha, Nyandarua governor, ambia Gachagua wape pesa. Kimani wa Matangi, ambieni Ruto mnataka pesa. Mutahi Kahiga, Aflawa Golfo Gachagua. Huyo anakuanga tu mtu kuongea mambo ya Gachagua, spokesperson. Amesahau yeye ni governor. Ambia huyo Gachagua akupe pesa. He told us that Gachagua will be president after Ruto. But look at these people. It means even watu account huko watu mmepigia watu kura. You must chase them from office. Waulize Ruto na Gachagua awape pesa. Otherwise, we are lost.